Hi there, my name is Lo. Welcome to my channel where I discuss everything between Hermes and grocery bags. Today I'm doing a bit of a tag video combined with a de-influencing video perhaps. I've been tagged by Didi Bean to do a Shop My Closet video, which is basically the type of video where you discuss what you were tempted to get and then why you didn't end up getting it because you already had something in your closet that was very similar or that would serve that purpose. I think I could do a Shop My Closet video with pretty much every bag that I get because I by now have so many bags that I really don't have any excuse anymore to add something to my collection. So today I did want to discuss a number of bags that I didn't get, or at least I didn't get thus far, and what was my reasoning behind it. So for some bags it is because indeed I felt I had something so similar in my closet that I wouldn't actually reach for that bag. But there's also a couple of bags that I felt were going to scratch an itch for another bag that I wanted, so I decided not to get the itch scratching bag, so to say, but just to get the actual bag that I wanted in the first place. So let's get started. I'm gonna go through these bags chronologically in terms of when I was seduced to get them. So the first bag I want to talk about is the tote from Nagti. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I will insert a picture. I wasn't looking for a very specific style, but they have these beautiful woven neoprene bags. I'm not really sure where I saw them first, but I think I was definitely triggered looking into them when I saw a post on Instagram from BeautyLuxeLover. She is not only somebody who I think has very good taste, but she's also very much about buying things consciously, things that will last. So I figured if she has this bag, it's definitely worthwhile looking into. So Nagti is not something that's sold in the Netherlands, but I went to San Francisco a couple of months ago for work and I thought it would be a great opportunity to pick up a Nagti bag. So why did it not happen eventually? Well, I was very disappointed that I could actually only find them in one store, and I think it was Bloomingdale's, but I'm not sure anymore. And I think they only had a couple of colors and none of those appealed to me. Of course, I could have purchased one of these bags online and had it sent to my hotel or my work, but I was just not going to risk it and go through the hassle. I just wanted to go to the store and have this experience of buying a beautiful bag that I absolutely loved. And with the colors that they had, they were very neutral. It just really didn't appeal to me all that much. I was either looking for one that had like a mix of prints, or I would have liked to have one with more of an outspoken color, like a teal or something like that. So because these bags are still quite expensive and I also would have had to pay full price for them, I just decided not to go with them. Something I also took into account is that these bags are very open, and I do know for myself that I have difficulty reaching for those types of bags unless they are in a tote size, because then I will just put an insert in there with a zipper to make it more secure. The second bag that I resisted some time ago is the Aspinal of London Lottie Pillow Clutch. I saw this come by on the Aspinal website. It had 45% discount. It is gorgeous. It was in this navy blue color. I checked out a couple of reviews and I was really close to getting it, but eventually I decided not to get it because I knew that this was one of those bags that would scratch an itch. But the bag I actually wanted to get was the regular Lottie, and I wanted to get that one in the quilted grained leather. I was really quite specific about the bag that I wanted. The pillow clutch comes close, but I knew that if I would get the pillow clutch, I would still probably end up getting the regular Lottie at a later point in time. So I decided at that point not to get the pillow clutch. So with the Black Friday sale, I actually did decide to buy the regular Lottie in large size. Ironically, it is here, not here in my house, but a 5-minute walk away from my house at a pickup point. So I've ordered with Aspinal 3 times, and this is unfortunately already the second time that something went wrong with the import duties. So I wasn't at home when the package was supposed to be delivered to my house, so then they delivered it to the pickup point, but they left me a note saying that I was still due, I think, 118 euros. And that was on, I think, Tuesday. and it's Saturday already, so on Tuesday night I immediately reached out to Aspinal, and of course they were like, we're sorry, we'll reach out to UPS and we'll get this settled. But yeah, it's already been half a week and they haven't settled it since, and of course I understand it's very busy this time of year with all of the promotional stuff going on, but I've really been kind of annoyed that this is now already the second time that this goes wrong. The first time I discussed it, I also heard back from a number of viewers that this also happened to them, so this really seems to be kind of a structural thing going on with Aspinal. I'm now sort of 2 for 3 where they messed up the paperwork. I'm being confronted with high import duties that I don't have to pay. I need to reach out to Aspinal, they need to settle it with the company shipping the item, and in the meanwhile I'm waiting for days for them to figure this out. It really kind of bums me out when you are excited about an item and then something like this happens. If they don't fix it in time, it is just gonna go back, and it might sound a bit strange, but I am a little bit over it. That's just my 2 cents on the matter, but in any case, I resisted the Lottie pillow clutch. We'll have to see if I'm getting my Lottie, and then if I do, I really hope that I love it, because this might very well be the last time that I order with Aspinal of London directly. Moving on. The third bag that I resisted is the Coach Pillow Heart bag, and it was in the black color. It was the bigger size. I think there's 2 sizes. I saw this on the 24S website. I have to say, if you sign up for their newsletter, occasionally they do have very good promotions, and also for the last bag I will touch upon this. So kind of randomly they just gave 50% off on a number of Coach items, and I saw the heart-shaped quilted pillow bag and it kind of grabbed my heart. I'm not one to jump on a bag immediately. I know myself better than that nowadays, that I should give myself some time to think. But yeah, promotions usually don't last all that long. So I did a bit of a quick evaluation for myself. I looked at a couple of reviews. I took into consideration that it is a bit of a novelty bag, but frankly, I don't really care all that much about that if I still think it's a beautiful bag and think that I will continue to believe it is a beautiful bag. That is fine with me, but I think eventually the thing that kind of put me off was that I have other things in my closet that I'm more likely to reach for. When it comes to these sort of smaller bags, I reach for them the most on the weekend if I am running errands. And what kind of threw me off here is that the type of leather on this bag is not one that I want to take out in the rain, but also the construction with the zippers that sort of need to go all around the bag to open it up. That's like seemed a bridge too far for me in terms of fussiness of a bag like that. So I generally don't really mind my bags being a bit fuzzy, but I do think that the most annoying thing that sort of pushes the edge for me is whenever you have to deal with a double zipper that opens in 2 different directions. So I do have plenty of other bags that serve that purpose of just being sort of a carefree, not so fussy alternative. The Stradberry Nano Tote or the Marc Jacobs tote bag in the mini size, those are both bags that I've really been enjoying for this purpose. But I was very tempted to get something more fun from Coach, so I did end up going with something else, which is the Madison quilted pillow bag in the smaller size. So I think this is the 18 or the 19, and this is in the color violet. I actually saw somebody wearing this bag out where I live. I was really surprised because you actually don't really see a lot of luxury or contemporary bags in the Netherlands. The color absolutely spoke to me. I think it's one of those colors that's outspoken but does go with a surprising number of things. I also have the Pillow Madison in the bigger size, but I just thought that this was a very cute crossbody style, and I tend to stay away from crossbody bags that have a chain, because with a chain you're usually bound to just one length. On this bag you could technically make the chain a bit shorter, but you definitely cannot make it longer. But on the lady carrying it, it was a good size, so I figured it would be a good size on me as well. This is absolutely super cute. It is not a very spacious bag, but it is one of those bags that does carry all of my essentials like my phone and my card holder and keys. Retrospectively, I still didn't need this bag because, hey, I don't really need any bag at all anymore, but I am glad that I got this one. over the heart-shaped bag, and this was also cheaper in the end, so it was a good decision for me. Then the next bag up I didn't decide to get, or I think this is one I just didn't decide to get just quite yet, and that is the Vamo Studio bag. So the one that I was looking at was in the large size, so it is more of like a work bag. I think it's 35 centimeters in width approximately. The one I saw was in black, it was in a smooth leather, and it had 55% discount, which I would say is a pretty good deal on a Vamo Studio bag. But this was one that I didn't decide to get because it was still quite a lot of money, and because it was also a smooth leather. I think the studio bag I originally had in mind to get was more of the smaller version. This is one of those bags where I think the style is just beautiful. I don't really care all that much about which size I get. I think any size can serve a purpose. So for the price I had in mind to spend on this bag, I was technically already not going to get the big bag. Most likely. It is a beautiful bag. I still want to get it. I think I will get it at some point in time, if only the price can go down to this level that I want to spend on it. So yeah, unfortunately didn't happen now, but I didn't want to overspend on a bag that in the end was not completely it for me, also because of the smooth leather, while I was looking to get one in the grain. And then the last one I wanted to discuss, this actually happened to me I think the day before yesterday, and again it was 24S who sent me an email saying, hey, we have an up to 50% discount on a preview selection for you. So of course I check it out, select a number of brands that I'm interested in terms of bags, and what pops up, the Coach Idol bag in the red color with the silver hardware. So I've been eyeing this bag for a little while. I think it looks so cool. I'm not really there for it for any variation with the gold hardware, but the red variant with the silver hardware really spoke to me. I saw a great review on it from Millie that will be linked down below, and I was oh so tempted to buy it at 50% discount because this is a very expensive bag. This bag retails at 750 euros in the Netherlands, and I think it is a lot of money for a Coach bag. And not to say that the quality on this bag is not worth that money. Based on Millie's review, I would argue that it's actually very well crafted, and it would be up there with other brands who would ask this type of money for a bag. But just emotionally, I kind of struggle to justify 750 euros for a Coach bag. Plus, I hardly ever buy anything full price at all. So seeing this bag come by at 50% discount, that was just very, very tempting. But again, I didn't decide to get it because I wanted to be a bit more cautious about making such a purchasing decision. I still felt like this was, again, quite a lot of money for a Coach bag, even at 50% discount. I know resale value on Coach is absolutely horrible over here, and I just wasn't really sure if I was going to love it so much that it would be a bag that I would keep in my collection forever and ever. And what I also took into consideration here is that this is a very structured bag. It is smooth leather. It is, I think they're full grain, so again, not really doubting the quality here, but I just know that I reach for less structured bags and grain bags more easily because I do feel like they can take a little bit more and they're a bit more hard wearing. But thinking about it, I of course have a bag that already has a similar type of style, a similar sort of purpose, and in this case I was thinking about my APC Grace bag. I know it is a different style. The Coach Idol bag has more of this harmonic shape at the side. While that is not something that the APC Grace bag has, I do also think that makes it a little bit more classic. And of course the APC Grace bag is not so much in your face with the very big logo on the front like the Idol bag has. So the Idol bag has a very big C, which I think is really cool. I think it's absolutely amazing that the magnet underneath that holds the flap down is in the exact same shape as the C. Beautiful, very well thought of. But if I'm being absolutely honest, this is just already not a bag I reach for all that much Not because I don't love it and not because I don't think it's beautiful, because it is, and I do really enjoy it, but it is not a everyday bag for me. And I think if I would get the Coach Idol bag again, I would have a very similar style of bag that I don't reach for all that often. So I decided to pass on it for now. Of course, this morning I was again checking up on it, hoping that they might have some additional discount, and I saw that it sold out, which is probably only a good thing for me. Like with the Ferragamo bag, it's definitely not to say that I won't get that Coach Idol bag at some point in time, but it would really be a matter of the popularity wearing off a little bit, that bag going on sale even further. I think with 60% discount instead of 50, I would be a lot more comfortable getting it. But yeah, then it also still needs to be available in that red color, or perhaps another combination that I absolutely love. So that might just be a bag where I need to accept that I need to let it pass by. So yeah, those are the bags I resisted buying over the last couple of months. I have to say that now with Black Friday and end of season sale coming up after Christmas, it's going to be even harder. So who knows, I might do this video again somewhere in February when all of the promotions have passed. But as usual, of course, I didn't resist everything that I saw. So after the end of season sales have passed, you can definitely also expect a video of the things that I did end up getting over the last couple of months. So that's it for now. Let me know down below in the comments, are there any bags that you ended up resisting? I will also tag my YouTube friends down below in case they're interested to talk about this topic. What did I decide not to end up getting and why? Or perhaps more specifically do a shop my closet video. If you're interested in talking about this topic but you haven't been tagged, of course, feel free to run with this, and I hope you'll mention me so I can check out your video. Remember, for now there's a styling situation and a taste for everything, so don't judge, wear whatever bag you like. Until next time, or as we would say in Dutch, doei!